Most coaches and agency owners think scripting a YouTube video takes hours of researching, planning, and writing out every single word. But I just scripted my last video in 12 minutes and it got me more qualified leads than videos I spent 3 hours planning. The problem isn't that you need more research or longer scripts, it's that you're overcomplicating a process that should be simple. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact 15-minute system for going from idea to complete script that converts viewers into paying clients. So the first thing you need in your scripts is a good foundation. And the foundation isn't what you think it is, like good grammar, good formatting, a great idea. It actually starts with one, your ICP or your ideal client profile and your desired outcome for them. Because we got to remember, like if you have a product, course, service, don't forget what your YouTube video is for. It is ultimately to bring people in, nurture them, and then convert them in the end. So I'll go with the example of a fitness coach who helps their clients add 10 pounds of muscle in 90 days. The desired outcome is very clear and it's to add that 10 pounds of muscle. So they know exactly who their ICP is, skinny guys who just want to get a little bit more jacked. And then you start with the end in mind, okay? You reverse engineer the outcome. You want to add 10 pounds of muscle, that's going to become something like the new way to add 10 pounds of muscle, and then in parentheses for skinny guys. And that would be a great title that you can use that's going to get the attention from the correct people, because we're starting with this problem that they have, and then we're giving them that solution in the title. But ultimately what's going to get people to click is that solution. Basically, your outcome determines your title, which determines everything else. And that's why I wanted to start with the foundational steps. So now we can get into like a title formula. So the formula starts with the transformation or the outcome. So in this case, it's adding 10 pounds of muscle. And you want to make it very specific to your ICP, right? Or skinny guys who want to add that muscle. And then we add pattern interrupt words like the new way, the secret way, why most people fail at adding 10 pounds of muscle. So here's why this matters. Your title is your North Star for the entire video. If you get the title wrong, let's say you're talking about adding 10 pounds of muscle, but then you start talking about your journey as a fitness coach, there's going to be this disconnect. You want to really hone in on this single topic that you're trying to focus on, about the outcome you're trying to provide for your ideal client. So anytime I'm filming a video and I'm wondering like what I should say next, I will take a pause and I'll scroll back up to the title of my video and remind myself, oh yeah, this video is about scripting YouTube videos in 15 minutes. So not only should I stick to talking about YouTube videos, but I need to make sure it happens within the first 15 minutes and it's dialed in for that. Also, like if you don't have a clear title, you won't have a clear value proposition, which will make your conversions horrible. Clear title, clear value proposition, better conversions. Once you've got the title done, you can design your thumbnail concept. You're not doing the full edit that's going to take you an hour or two to do. You're just drawing on a piece of paper like what it is you think will be most effective for the title and the thumbnail working together. So what you want to do, use the rule of 3. Picture a view, which builds trust and authority. Add the thing you're hinting at, which is some visual representation of the outcome. And then use an accessory element like arrows, text overlay, or something that says like before and after. Basically stick to that rule of 3 and you should be good to go. And here's why you do it. Basically, the thumbnail is what gets the click. The content is what gets the conversion. Humans see thumbnails before they see titles. Our human brains are just wired to look at imagery faster than what we read. So we want to make sure that the thumbnail is dialed in, but also just very connected and aligned with your title. So next, writing your script. This is going to be the thing that takes the most time, but we're going to make it really, really easy for you. And the way the formatting is going to work for these scripts is for the hook, that'll be written word for word, and the outro will be written word for word as well. But we're going to do bullet points for our body. If we wrote the entire script word for word, there's no way we'd be able to get this script done in 15 minutes. The reason we do it word for word for the hook is to make sure that the retention is there. We are locked in to what the title is promising, and we're making sure to prep the viewers for the rest of the video. And in the conclusion, we want to make sure that it's written word for word, because if it's not, then like you're just going to say like, oh, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and click at the link in the description, and that's it. We do it word for word to make sure retention is there, people are still watching, but also to have a strong call to action in the video. We're trying to re-engage people a little bit more, and that's going to help them get to the CTA. And instead of writing word for the body of the script, we're going to use bullet points. We don't want to sound robotic. Whenever you speak for 10, 12 plus minutes straight, You won't sound as natural as you would if you were giving a presentation. Also, writing with bullet points gives you the opportunity to plug in your own expertise and insights, which will help you sound like the authority in your niche. And another reason we're doing this is because it just takes less time to script this way. So it's a win-win because the video turns out better, plus you're spending less time writing your scripts. First thing we want to talk about is the hook. In the hook, just literally do this. It's the fastest way and easiest way to remember in your head what you need to write when you're writing hooks. Proof, promise, plan. Okay? Proof that you know what you're talking about, promise of what they'll get if they watch it, and then lay out the plan in the amount of steps that you have. Proof builds immediate credibility, and it sets a clear plan and expectations, which is going to keep viewers engaged. Because if you tell them right up front, like, hey, there are 5 steps to this, they're going to be primed to listen for all 5 of those steps. So what do? Write your proof statement, which is 1 sentence about the results that you've got and your experience. Then you write out your promise, like what transformation will they get if they watch the rest of this video? And then you're going to write the body content. So you've already got your 5 steps as an example. And then what you want to do is follow this. Why this step matters, what this step unlocks for your life if you do it, and then how to do it. And literally stick with that. If you stick with the why, what, how structure, you will crush your script writing and get through it real quick. When you start with why, you want emotional buy-in. When someone understands why something matters to them, it changes how they think. And this is where the education starts. It's not always how to add those 10 pounds of muscle or how to add 10 to 30 sales calls via YouTube. It's why do I even need this? And this is where in marketing you can go layers deeper than you think you can. Because adding 10 pounds of muscle doesn't just help you like build muscle. That's very surface level thinking. If you think even like a layer below that, it can help you with your confidence. And when you're more confident, it can help you on sales calls, close way more deals. And what happens when you close more deals? You make more money. When you have more money, you can live a life of freedom. And the deeper you get with the why, the more likely your viewers are going to convert. When you talk about what creates desire and urgency. So if you tell them like what they need to do and why it matters, now you have a combination that's going to get them to learn how. And when you talk about how, it provides value and positions you as the expert and go-to authority in your specific field. So how do we do it? For a quick script that's going to take you 15 minutes to write, you write 1 bullet point for each of the elements. So 1 for why, 1 for what, 1 for how. You spend 1 minute per step maximum so that you can get through this script quickly. The easiest way to do this is to tell stories. Like always talking about yourself, your experiences, or the people around you. That's always going to make things a lot more credible. Now, for the outro, every outro has 3 elements, all right? You want to review the concepts, again, real quick. Nothing like really deep, just kind of go over too long didn't read. You just list them out again. And then you tell your viewers why they can try it themselves, but they will probably fail at doing so. Like you're essentially giving them 2 choices. This way, they are the ones like that are choosing to actually do the thing, to check out your website, hop on a sales call. Like it's up to them and you're not the one selling them on it. And then you present an opportunity to work with you. And that's what your CTA is going to do. Doing all this reinforces your key points because people forget, right? Like they might forget everything that you just talked about. And it also creates urgency through scarcity when basically you're telling them, hey, here are the 2 choices. This is the reality. This is the opportunity, right? They have urgency. And then it just gives them a clear next steps. So there you have it, my exact 15-minute system for scripting YouTube videos that actually convert. Most people spend hours overthinking it and end up with worse results than if they just use this simple scripting system. And you can absolutely try this yourself, but here's the reality. Most coaches and agency owners will watch this video, get excited, and they'll never actually implement it. Or they'll try once, overthink it, and go back to their old overly complicated process. So if you're a coach or agency owner making at least $20K per month, but you want a proven system that consistently creates YouTube scripts and books qualified calls on autopilot, then click the first link in the description to book a strategy call with me. I'll show you exactly how my clients are using this simple scripting process as part of their complete YouTube funnel that's adding 10 to 30 qualified calls per month to their business. But only click it if you're serious about implementation and if you're ready to treat YouTube like the business asset it can be. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.